I just went for it. We're live. We did it. No hesitation. No planning. We're just here. No pre-stream song. And we might pause on the pre-stream song for a little bit. I think I'm gonna update it. Oh boy, that sounds like a lot of work too, though. It should be this is paying off and looking forward to the result. There, that should make up for calling you crazy. Oh, you got me. Oh boy. That's all I got. We're gonna stream. In fact, we already are. We already are. Oh, Starfish would like that. Already are, but I put the Y on R. That's funny. Let's see. What are we doing? I need to get a link to the stream really quick. Copy video URL. Announcements at everyone. Check out this crazy progress. Paste. Also, come chill on stream. That is all. Nicky Ma, what up? Remember stream intro? Pepperidge Farm remembers. What is the Simple Rick? Simple Rick remembers. My monitor keeps tipping, and it's driving me crazy. Can you just sit in place for me, please? That would be lovely. It would be. I need to go back and tighten some of those thingies. I really should do that anyway, because I don't know. It's been a while, and you always got to tighten your bolts occasionally, or else bad news bears. Let's throw a fruit hat in the fruit hat chat. I'm gonna do it. There's a fruit hat for everybody. I miss Neki. I miss seeing Neki in streams. I don't think this is Neki's style though, with Minecraft stuff. Oh, I think I'm gonna keep playing Minecraft because I am very obsessed with it right now, and it's all I think about, and it's all I ever want to do. But I think if I ever slow down on Minecraft and I ever want to break from it, I think a return to Dragon Quest Builders would be good. I really enjoyed playing that game a lot. It was so fun. Oh, hi Nicky Ma, hi Exiled. How you guys doing tonight? I hope you're well. Borderless gaming. Oh, that's loud. Minecraft full screen. Very fine. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. We'll go me in game. Good, how are you? All good here. I'm doing well. I just got off work. Alright, you guys know all about this stuff. You've seen this already. Actually, I guess... Oh, you know what? I said we made a lot of progress. I guess we really didn't. We didn't make that much. We made some, though. This stuff is working so good. Oh, I love that. Oh, it's so good. Oh, man, I love that so much. It works so good. Oh, oop, that's the wrong thing. Oopsies. If I stand on that, it just stays open, right? Yeah, it sure does. That's great. Can't stay long. I just wanted to pop in and wish you the best of luck. It's looking amazing. Oh, Sandy, thank you. Oh, you're always so nice. Thank you. Hightail, woo! Oh, Hightail will be fun. Hopefully we get Hightail in June. Oh, is that really? Is that a thing? Have they been saying stuff again? I stopped paying attention to the news. I like followed them on Twitter and stuff, and then like I just got tired of it. It's just like, ugh, what a long drawn out wait. I'll be supporting you in my sleep. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Sandy. Very kind of you. We've got work to do today, but I have a few things to show off. I was worried. I was very worried this whole time about how I was gonna how I was gonna get people to be able to purchase multiple items. Like say I wanted to sell somebody 64 fish or like 32 or whatever odd number. And basically, if I wanted to sell people items that weren't just one item, but like anything more than one, multiple items, I wasn't sure how I was going to do that, but I did figure it out, and I got it to fit in my one wide shop. And this is it right here. It's really a pretty simple design. In fact, everything we've been doing is pretty simple. Actually, you know what? Let's get out of here. Let's go to my other test world, and I'll show you guys how I did this because it's super cool. I'm a really big fan of what we've done here. So essentially what we did is we sent... Here it is. It's this one. Okay, so we get rid of... this is gonna break, but I need to work on stuff, so I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, we'll make it cheaper so it doesn't break it quite as bad. Hi, Exiled. Bye, Exiled. Thanks. All right, see you, Sandy. Have a good night. Okay, so basically, yeah, I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if you guys know about how this works. So if anybody's watching, this is a VOD and they want to know. I'll just explain really quickly. Essentially what's going on here is we have a hopper clock and we have a item sorter. That's basically all that's going on. Item sorter on the top, hopper clock on the bottom. So what happens here is that this hopper, okay, let's start at the top. This top hopper has 64 kelp and then 63 coal. So the hopper's facing forward. It doesn't matter what direction it faces really, because hoppers do two things. They pull items out of the container above them, and they push items below or forward into whatever direction this is facing, the little spout's facing. So by having this face this way, it won't drop items into this hopper below it, right? It'll only suck items out the top, and then like there's nothing over here to push into, so it won't do that. So the only thing that's going to take items out of this is the hopper below it. But that hopper below it is locked right now by this signal. And essentially what happens is when this this hopper timer down here, when this goes off, it inverts that signal, which unlocks this hopper, and then it pulls items out of the top. And we control how many items it pulls out by how long the timer is. That's it. And that's why I can only make things cost double whatever the redstone, not redstone, double whatever the number of items are in the bottom hopper timer. The costs I can give are only double that number minus one. That's that's the only way I can make things like price. The only price I can make things. So like things can cost between 3 currency to 63 currency. That's all I can do. I can't do any more or less than that, which is kind of funny. And it's only multiples of, or not multiples, but it's only odd numbers. It's a little bit weird, and like I don't love it, but it's interesting and it works. I mean, it's fine. That's not a problem. I don't think like, I mean, it is kind of a problem. Like I would like to be able to charge just even numbers, but I mean, whatever though. I mean, who cares? It's really nothing. But anyway, so essentially this unlocks it, and then it pulls items down, and then it pulls out exactly the cost, and then you can just, like, it starts over. You can just throw in more currency and fill it up. So right now, if we just, for example, right now we have 4 items in this hopper timer down here. So if I put something in there, it's going to take away double that minus 1. So 8 minus 1 is 7. So essentially if I put one item in here and it hits the maximum capacity, it should cost 7. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, and it stops. And we can see there's 4. No, we already had 7 in there, so there's 14 now. So what that means is that we take that cost, and then I use right here, I put a dropper full of whatever I want to sell, and when this signal turns off, this redstone torch turns on, and that does 2 things. It locks this hopper, and that means that while it's draining items out, you can't accidentally put more in. So it stops you from overpaying, which is a good thing, obviously. so that you're not spending more money than you need to. And then it also activates this dropper, and it has this dropper shoot things out, whatever you want to sell them. I found a new solution that works even better than this, which is so cool. And I'm very excited about it. What we're going to do is if I want to sell multiple items, we need to use a timer. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. But in a wildly unfortunate series of events, I have to go to the bathroom so bad right now. So I'm going to pause for just a minute and I'm going to be right back. I drank a gallon of water today. So I got to go right now. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so where we left off is I was going to explain how we make this. We make this shop where it drops one item into a shop that sells multiple. Oh, there is one more thing I did forget to mention that's pretty important about this. The comparator is what takes the signal out of this. That activates this. I didn't even explain how like the activation works. So, yeah, basically when this hits full capacity and it sends out a signal of 15 through the comparator, it'll activate this observer, which updates this block down here, this piston, the sticky piston. And you just need to update that block because if you look here, it's technically powered right now. It just doesn't know it. So you need to update that piston, which will start the clock. Does this weird guy even know Redstone? JK, what's up, peeps? Oh my god, Melkor. You're crazy. You're crazy. Oh man, I love Redstone. It's probably the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. I've been geeking out about it for like 2 weeks now. It's all I think about. It's so fun. Oh man, I love it. So what I did here is I put this redstone block here so that this is how I was able to like make this. I think this is what really took this to the next level, is that before I was using a signal strength of 2, so I had a 2 long chain of redstone, and then it would activate when you went over a signal strength of 2, but that wasn't good because at a signal strength of 2 there's still room in the hopper and you could like add more stuff, which is bad. Like, that's not good. What I want is I want to be able to lock it so people can't overpay. So by adding this redstone over here, we use the comparator, the comparing part of the comparator. If you guys don't already know, a comparator will look at the block that it's facing, which is this hopper, and then if you send a signal into the side, the stat breeding RGs and Yankees. Oh, nice. So you're in on Arc, huh? All in on Arc. Man, I get that. There was a long time where I was so addicted to Arc. Oh boy. That game is very fun. Man, Arc is super fun. Arc for me, I really wish I could go back and play Arc again for the first time. Do you remember the first time you ever played Arc? I don't know if it's this way for everybody, but like the first time I played Ark, like not knowing anywhere, like the whole island, it was just a total mystery to me. Like, No, he doesn't. He's watching a video twice. Once to comment on, then showing the second slightly delayed video, claiming he's him doing it. Just shut up. You're the worst, Exile. But yeah, the first time I played Ark, man, it was like a different game the first time I played. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the new dinos added every week, and it was like all the news is always so exciting. And like the first time on the island, like when I played it the first time, I didn't really know anything. Like I really didn't know the island. I didn't know like the terrain. I didn't know like a lot of the dinos. Like I was just like we got spawn camped by a freaking alpha raptor for like days. For like days we were playing. We couldn't get rid of this alpha raptor. It was the worst. Oh man. And then we found like a really cool mountain in like the northeast side of the map. Not super north, probably like actually like not quite northeast, but like on the east side, a little bit north. There's like this this big mountain in the middle of trees, and then it like has a flat plateau on the top. You probably know what I'm talking about if you're familiar with the island. And like we built a huge castle on that, and like it was so fun, man. Oh man! And then we had this super good idea. We were like, man, we need stego eggs because we want to get kibble. Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We wanted to get kibble to Tame a Rex, and we wanted to get a bunch of stego kibble. So we were like, we had this huge courtyard in our castle, and we had this really good idea. We were like, you know what we need to do? We don't want to waste time taming all these stegos. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna steal wild stegos we had a quets. We grabbed a bunch of wild stegos and we dropped them in our courtyard. So our courtyard was filled with wild stegos, and then we started taking their eggs, and we forgot that they would attack and they would go hostile on us, and they just absolutely wrecked our castle. Oh god. Oh, we were so dumb. Oh man. Dude, playing Ark the first time is like up there as like some of my best video game experiences. Man, that game is magical. Oh man, so fun. But then like once I started to figure out the game and like I don't know, end game, I just have such a hard time enjoying end game with a lot of games. Like Ark, once you have everything, like stab reading is like fun, but like man, once you get there, it's just kind of loses the magic a little bit for me. Just for me, that's just my opinion. I'm basing on every map using Crystal Isles as my main. Oh, so you're like porting to the different maps. Interesting. Sounds pretty cool. There's a lot of exploration to do then. Awesome. Yeah, I heard Arc 2 got announced, but I don't know anything about that. My brother told me actually. I didn't even heard it until actually I think it was yesterday or today. Okay, so let's do this really quick. What we're going to do is we are going to turn this into instead of being a single shop for a one item, we're going to turn it into a shop where you can purchase multiple items. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a repeater, and we're going to replace this redstone right here, this line of redstone dust, with a repeater. That's going to activate it, and we're going to spend 7. Using the Obelisk. Arc 2 is featuring Vin Diesel. Oh, so it's like is it a game? People are evil, stealing me away from Dragon Quest Builders 2 for Minecraft. Oh, dude, Sparks, I know. I was just saying that. I don't know if you're here for that. I was just saying, once we're done... oh, yeah, you were here. Once I kind of slow down Minecraft, I'd love to go back to Dragon Quest. That game is super good. All right, so you put that into there, and then we take some redstone dust. And we sprinkle that here and here. Now we're just going to make a... you know what? I think I screwed up. I sure did. And there we go. That's what we need. We're just going to make another hopper timer. And like we're using a lot of hopper timers, but man, I'm telling you guys. Ooh, excuse me. I'm telling you, the hopper timers are where it's at. They're so good. I need to turn on my auto croucher. There we go. That feels good. I set up a macro so that I could crouch automatically without having to hold crouch and jump at the same time. And it's like so good. All right, so we need a comparator again because we're literally just making another hopper timer. Then we need our piston here. Oh, actually, I think this one goes over here. It's the opposite of what we had up there. Oops, no, I want a piston. What are you doing? Oops. And then sticky piston here. Grab this guy. Go right there. And then we'll say, let's put like, yeah, let's go with 5. Sure, that's fine. And then all we need to do now is put a dispenser right here. And that's literally it. Like, that's all there is to it. Oh, we could if we wanted to. Oh, no. Excuse me. There is quite a bit more to it than that. So then what we need to do is we need to put this guy here with an observer. There we go. And then we put a dispenser here. Just like that. Okay, cool. So now we can get rid of that one. Let's say this is for cooked fish. Cooked cod, let's say. We can come in here. Fill that up. And now we should be set, I think. So essentially what's going to happen is, let's say the cost for this is 7, right? So let's get to that point. 64. Okay, so it's 7. We've already paid 4, or it's 3. So let's drop 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's our 7. And then it shoots that at us. Just like that. And we just got how many? 8. And this is pretty, you can control this pretty well. If you go to 17, I believe that's half a stack. So let's come over here again. Let's pay our, let's clear our inventory. Let's pay our 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, like just like that, half a stack. I'm telling you guys, listen, this is wild. I have scoured the internet. I was deep into YouTube looking for a one-wide shop that was not just like 1 to 64 or X to 1. Like that's like all I could find. There was one there was a single one wide shop that I found that could do X to X, where you could do any price, anything, and it was tileable, but it was massive. It was huge. It was like, it was a one wide, but it was like super deep and very, very wide. And like one of the first things they said in the video was like, I made this so it could fit into one chunk to avoid any loading issues, which is, oh my God, that's crazy. It was so big, and it just seemed like pointlessly large to me. Like, oof, I just wanted a better solution. I haven't found anything. I think this might be like, I think this is like, this is a pretty cool design, I think, and I'm pretty sure it's like the simplest one that I've found. It's just 2 hopper timers. That's literally the yellow bits that you see here. Those are literally just hopper timers. That's it. So like the only part of this that's really like my custom design is like this little bit here, this little bit here, and then this little bit here. Like that's all I've done. It's so simple. It really is. Like the yellow parts, hopper timer, and then an item filter. That's it. It's so easy. And it's very adjustable. You could sell more than a stack. Like I could like seriously, I could put like you can put so much. You could sell like 10 stacks using this method. It might take a while, but it would definitely work. Because it's just a timer. Like, I'm sure there is definitely a maximum, obviously. The maximum is however many items you can fit into a hopper. But still, it's a lot. Look, we just bought 2 stacks, 2.5 stacks almost. Oh, Zach's actually watching. I thought you for sure you'd be stuck on your PoE streams. Yes, game. Oh, I totally missed what Nicky Ma was talking about. We invited, didn't steal. Oh no, that's Exile. I don't know why I thought it was Nicky Ma. Oh, probably because it has the gear next to it. Yes, game. Not sure how they are working that angle. Hoppers can cause server lag, so be cautious. Yeah, that's true, but like we're gonna need a lot more hoppers than that. Like if you've seen like Nicky Ma's base or like our gold farm or like any of that stuff, I mean, well, actually, now that you mention it, do hoppers cause TPS lag? Because Rev has actually done some research on this too, and he said from what he could tell, like hoppers and chests like don't really affect it. Do hoppers cause server lag? Hoppers in and of themselves do not create significant server lag. Only uncovered hoppers create rule-worthy lag. Create rule-worthy lag? The lag is not caused by the item moving code of the hopper blocks. Lag is caused by the search for item code only on uncovered hoppers. That's interesting. That's actually interesting to know. So it's uncovered hoppers. I set things on fire. That's funny. Yeah, so actually, hey, that might be something worth talking about with the people on the server. Is if you have like a hopper stream, even the uncovered thing is debated. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, I know. Zach's definitely looked into this a lot more than I have. I literally just did a quick Google search, and that's the first thing that popped up. So, yeah, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, that might be something to consider if we all just go through and if we have like hopper streams, just go cover up the hoppers. Like just put a block over it. Unless that's a problem. I'm trying to imagine like hopper streams probably don't. I don't imagine they have anything on top of them. So to just go throw some blocks on top, I can't imagine would be too intrusive. But whatever. I mean, if it's debated, we could try it, but whatever. Oh yeah, but yeah, that's how we make the multiple items. So I can adjust how many items you purchase with this, and it doesn't interfere with this down here. And it is you. This is kind of the tough part. Is like you can like continue to purchase like so. Say, all right, let's do this here. Oh dang it! I didn't mean to trigger that. Hold on, I don't know how many we have in there. I think it's 17, isn't it? Sure is. Okay, great. So let's pick these up real quick. Let's grab all this junk. So I'm not sure if this will work. Let me give it a try here. So, oh no, I dropped one. Yeah, it's definitely like if you try and purchase things too quickly after it's been started, it may not work. So that's not good. That's a bad thing. But like if people aren't just spamming, I think it should be fine. Maybe. Yeah, see there, we definitely bought twice and we only got one. So that might be something to look into. I don't know if that's a problem that we can solve. Using comparator clock to lock it for a small cooldown to prevent spamming. Well, I currently have this locking it. The problem is that the issue here is that we have two separate hopper clocks running, and it does lock it for the duration of this hopper clock. While this hopper clock's running, it does lock. It does not lock. It doesn't do anything based on this one. And I don't really see a way that I can send a signal from here to locking this hopper without like getting buck wild with it. And I do want to make sure this is still like not tileable, but like one wide. I want to keep it one wide because we're going to have like a bunch of these. So, I mean, really the solution here is just to explain not that you don't purchase something until like don't try to purchase something again until you've received all of the first purchase, until the first transaction is complete. Don't try and repurchase something. I mean, it seems like a pretty obvious rule, but like I could definitely see some people just like, oh, I want 2 stacks, so they just throw in 28 coal and it just won't work. Man, I mean, we could try and do like a pulse extender for like, oh, no, that wouldn't work. This comes, okay. This comes up here. These kind of invert. These solution sign says 1 purchase at a time or system will fail. Yeah. See, that's more like what I'm thinking. Yeah, that seems just as good. But I mean, if we can fix this design to make it better, I want to do that. This thing's been in development for like many days, like a week now. It's just been slowly growing and changing over time. And it's really turning into something pretty cool. So like we can cut off this whole section right here if we want it to just be a single item purchase, which I have used multiple times in the current build. Oops. Or we can do this. So yeah, this is like the archer class, and I put right here 32 arrows, 15 coal. So if we grab some coal, 15. That's so smooth. Oh, that's so good. Oh man, I really like that a lot. I'm very happy with this. Like, I did not think that these would turn out as well as they did. These shops work perfectly. They really are so good. I've been working on trying to get like the test version of this game put together, and so I've kind of started off by getting some basic items put together. I think I did decide how we're gonna start the game, so I can explain that to you guys. That's what we're gonna work on tonight and hopefully get done. So essentially, the way the game's gonna start, and again, I want to stress that this is not how the game is gonna look when we actually make it. This is really just like my design. So I'm gonna put the starting lobby or whatever like up here, but it may not be here. In fact, I kind of thought about putting it like up here or something, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. We can put it anywhere because everything's adjustable here. We're just trying to get like basic circuits put together and stuff. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like a pre-game lobby, right? We'll call this like the in-game lobby, but this will be like our pre-game lobby. And in the pre-game lobby, I think this is the best way to do it. The pre-game lobby, you will have a bed to set your spawn point, right? And there'll be a door here. We'll just use like some sticky pistons. Just toss that there. It's not there. Grab a redstone torch. Yeah. So there'll be a door here, right? And oh, I should have left those there. Oops. And there will be a spot for you to select your class that you want to play. And that'll be represented by just like 3 buttons. So it's going to be pretty simple, but there'll be like buttons over here. Oop. And like this is, we're going to do it better than this, but I'm just trying to get like the idea out here. Oops. And then like item frame or something. And we'll just have like a bow, shield, sword. Okay, dude. Okay, there we go. There we go. And so you'll click the button, you'll pick your class, and when you do that, it'll drop you one of these 3 items: Ranger, Warrior, or Tank. And then it will open the door, and the timer will start on the game. So the door will open, and the timer will start on the game. So there'll be like a pre-round 1 timer that'll be going. That will give you time to kind of start. So a couple things will actually happen here. You'll press this button. Actually, let's get a sign out. Press button. Drop. Item. Class item. Drop starting currency. Woo. And then timer starts. So those are the 3 things that are happening. It's going to drop your class item that you pick. It's going to drop your starting currency. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that each player that's playing will get like an allowance, like a allowance is not the word, but like a starting currency, like a starting amount of money that they get to spend on items. So that way we can give people a minute to get their bearings in the in-game lobby, and give them some gold so they can interact with the mechanics of the game and figure out how things work, to purchase the items that they're going to use for the first round. So say it drops them like a stack of coal, or something like that. And they'll take that, and the door will open, and they'll come through, and it'll be a drop down, far enough that they can't get back up, but low enough that they don't take damage is the plan. And they'll drop down, and they'll be in the in-game lobby, and then they'll get to go do their class stuff. So say they're a ranger, they'll be able to come in here. They'll be able to look at the different options and make purchases based on that. So we can grab some coal real quick and say we got a stack of coal. I can say, you know what? I do really want a bow, so let's take a bow. So we got a bow. Arrows, we're going to need some arrows for sure. These prices are not ideal. You know what? Let's say we get a half a stack at the beginning of the game. How does that look? So now we have 6 left over. So that is enough to buy the boots. So we'll take the boots. So now you've got your starting equipment, and hopefully by the time you're ready to go, the door will have opened and you can go fight the first round. Or not the door, well, the door would open regardless, but hopefully by the time you're ready, the round's about to start. Yeah. And so you'll just play, and then each round there'll be some kind of indicator that shows you that a round's over, and you will see the door open, and you'll be able to run in and purchase upgrades or whatever. Once you have enough bones, you can spend them on opening the next level of items available to you. There will be additional buffs that you can purchase in here, food items you can purchase in here, and other things. Yeah, I mean, that's the game. That's essentially it. I did do a little bit of a test with the skeletons, and actually we might do another one right now just to see how it goes. What is the longest timer we have here? $32. That's pretty long. But maybe that's how long it needs to be. I think what I would like to do also is, I think it would be cool if we can track how many players are playing. It would be cool if we can track how many players are playing, and based on how many players there are, adjust how many wither skeletons get summoned or sent per round. I think that would be pretty cool. But let's say we're playing warrior, because I think, well, you know what? No, let's go with the archer, right? So let's take some arrows. I'll just grab some real quick. We'll take half a stack. Let's go with a bow. And let's grab some boots. Leather boots. And let's put them on. Let's equip the bow. Got some arrows ready to go. And let's grab some wither skeletons real quick. And let's just load up the arena and try a round on like the slowest setting we have right now. Oh, I did fix these launch modules too. I forgot a piece of glass right here, so that's how the skeletons were kind of getting out of their little chamber. Problem solved. Okay, so we're going to break this timer really quick, or unlock the timer really quick, and go see how it goes. Let's do it. Let's see how long we can last with this slow of game mode. Oops. Survival. So this is the slowest possible setting. Well, not possible, but oh shoot, okay. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? All right, I took a hit already. I really shouldn't have. Wow. That's lame. We don't have any food items. We probably should have had some food items. I think our first food item should be like melons. Melons are such an easy, cheap, and terrible food item. Oh boy. There, we got our second one. This is actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, you know, this is pretty lame and boring, but I'm having fun. This is cool. That first skeleton really caught me by surprise. I was not ready for him. Oh, there's our next guy. Easy. Easy game. How are we doing on ammo? 20? We've killed 3 and it cost us 10. Melons are half a food or full food? What do you mean, Sunshine? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. All right, we've killed 4. We have collected 2 coal. So I think prices might need some adjusting. Ooh. We haven't collected any bones yet. I think, oh, I see what you mean. Half like a food thing on the bottom. I get what you mean. Oh, we just got some bones. I just wasted an arrow. That feels bad. We have 2 bones. I think the skeletons will need to come quicker than they are now, right? This is pretty slow. It's too bad they don't have a longer aggro range. But I actually think that's not terrible because the arena is going to be even bigger than this, and like players are going to be it's going to be like a two. It goes both ways, right? Players are going to be trying to find wither skeletons to kill, but they're also at a point going to start running away from them. You know, it's like it's going to be a little bit of both things because like if we died. So check this out. So now we're all the way over here. We're well over like 120 blocks, I would probably say. Game mode, creative, or nah, this is probably not 120, but it's like it's well over 30. And if we fly back over now, there's still plenty of them in there. So if we have a constant flow of wither skeletons coming in to refill this, I don't think the despawning really is going to be an issue. I think we're going to be good. All right, let's /kill at entity type. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, so we just killed 82. What did we kill? 4? We killed 4 ourselves, so 86. And there would have been 99 to start. So we had like 13 despawn. I think that's fine. The despawning is not as much of an issue as I was worried it would be. Hey, I hate to do this to you guys, but I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Anna back. Oh yeah, sorry Sunshine, I totally missed your question. Yeah, so it's not in the Nether, it's in the overworld. We have a wither skeleton farm that spawns just a ton of them, and they get sent through a portal over to the overworld where we have our little like kill chamber and collection chamber for the items and stuff. So we're gonna do the same thing. We made another one, but we're gonna send them into like a water carousel sort of thing, which is what this is, and that's where we're gonna collect them. So that's kind of what the game plan is. We'll see how well it goes, but yeah, that's the idea. And again, like none of this is exactly what it'll look like. This is just a mock-up to see if the game's gonna work, and it seems like it will. So let's go ahead and make our pregame lobby. Let's clean this up. This is not actually what we're gonna do. I think for this, for this mock-up, I don't know. We could put the pregame lobby here, but I'm gonna have shops on this side and on this side, so I don't know how well that's gonna work. We might actually put the pregame lobby above the this lobby. So yeah, let's run with that. Let's see how that goes. Actually, is that a good idea? It might not be actually, because I need to be able to run redstone signals to and from this room wherever we put it. This might actually work okay doing it above here. Boy, I really did have fun with that. I know it sounds silly, but like that little 2-3 minutes there, like it just kind of survive it in the middle of your ring. This was pretty fun. This was a pretty fun time. You're definitely pretty squishy as an archer, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I also had some thoughts that I don't think that this is going to be enough. I don't think this is going to be enough right here, right? So like having 4 items and then the next room, we're going to need to be able to sell more items. Like I think that each player, man, what am I trying to say? Wither skeletons are pretty hard to kill. They're not, it's not an easy fight. Like I don't know, we could try and do a similar thing really quick here. Like let's do that again. Let's just screw around with this a little bit. You know what? No. Sorry, hold on. That's not important. We can adjust all those things later. This is again just proof of concept. I need to keep my priorities straight here, or else I'll get myself killed or worse, expelled. We'll go with the game start lobby. Oh boy. I guess we could put it like over here. Yeah, that would actually work. This will work just fine. I don't know how much I like it, but it will work for now. If we just do like a little branch off here. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and then we can just do like let's make it like a, what's that, 1 2 3 4. Something like that. I think that's probably enough room. And this is where we'll have like signs to tell people like, you know, take off all your armor, set your respawn, don't step on the pressure plate by respawn because that will end the game. Yeah, that seems fine. If it's multiplayer, does the game end when any player dies, or do we might want to do 3 beds, 1 for each player, right? Now that turns into a whole other mess, because like then how do you? Man, I don't know. How does multiplayer work? Does it end when one player dies, or does it need to be both of them? Because I'm trying to think now. So with a one player, it's pretty easy, right? I can just put a bed down, set my respawn. Let's /kill Gr8 respawn. Okay, so I end up here. So I'll just grab a pressure plate, put that pressure plate right here. So now if I kill myself again, respawn, I'm standing on the pressure plate, and that's how we get the signal to know that the game is done, right? Pretty straightforward. Well, if there's two players, well, we could just have two beds, right? Easy. Put another one there. Simple. If there's three players, just do another one there. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I think we would go max 3 players because there's 3 classes. I think that makes sense. But I guess my concern is it's easy if we want to say if any player dies, the game is over, right? Because then I could get rid of these 2 beds and we could just have the 1 bed. Both players would set that as their respawn point, and that's that. And then a player dies, it triggers the end. Now, if we want to say both players have to die for the game to be over, that's a little bit more tricky, because how do I tell the game? It gets tricky because we could have up to 3 players. How do I tell the game that there's 3 players, or there's 2 players, and any of these 2, if they get pressed, the game's over? That I'm not sure of. Oh man. Actually, not okay. I'm thinking about it. Hold on. Let's say we have a. Let's start with a barrel. If we have a barrel and we take a comparator out of that and we run some redstone. You know what? Let's go do this on the ground. Barrel, comparator, redstone, and we'll want some repeaters. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll run these along that. And we grab some non-stackable items. So let's just grab some swords. If I put 1 sword in there, we get a signal strength of 1. If we do 2 swords, signal strength of 2. 3 swords, fingers crossed? No. Crap. Okay. Okay. What if this isn't a barrel, but it's a hopper? One sword, signal strength of 3. Signal strength of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that gives us 3, 6, and 9. So we might be able to make something work with that. So let's screw around with that and see if we can tell the game that 2 players have died. So what if we have it so that when the player dies, they step on this pressure plate. That pressure plate is going to send a signal down to here. And if we put some redstone on there, we should be able to see, I believe this is how this works, because I use it in the game already, but yes, it does send a signal. So we can use that to trigger a dispenser, or a dropper, excuse me. Let's put them right here on the bottom. That'll make it easier to fill them back up, give us more room. And those will shoot into a series of hoppers. Sorry, I'm like thinking at the same time that I'm talking here. And we will take a comparator signal out of that. Let's go this direction, I guess. And so this would be pretty easy because this would allow us to take these non-stackable items, put them in here. And so when a player dies, they step on this, and that will send that item through that hopper stream into that hopper, where we'll be able to detect the strength of the signal. So with one player, if that signal strength is more than 0, the game is over. With 2 players, if the signal strength is more than 3, the game is over. And with 3 players, if it's more than 6, the game's over. So we need to somehow make this adjustable so that we can tell the game what signal strength to look for. So how do we do that? How do I tell this? I need to send something into the side of this comparator that says, don't turn on unless there's 3 swords in here. Well, that's a really great question. What a top-notch question. Really good. Good stuff. We can have it so that when the player... Ooh, okay. This might be a problem we have to come back to. We can have it so that... Oh, I know exactly how we're going to do this. Yes. We're going to have it so that when the player picks their class, it drops all their items for them. They'll get their starting code, they'll get their class item that they can use to get through the doors and stuff. And at the same time it does that, it's going to drop an item, a non-stackable item like a sword. It's going to trigger a item to get dropped into a hopper that's right here. And it will also have a comparator sticking out of it so that if there are 3 swords in here, this comparator won't send a signal until 2, 3, 3, 2, no, 3, yes, boom. So there will be however many players there will be that many swords in this hopper because they'll get dropped in when a player picks their class. Now that could potentially cause issues if the player changes classes, but like once you pick your class, the game starts. So it's like, you should really know what you're going to be doing when you pick it. And if you pick it and you don't want it, you just got to step on the pressure plate, I guess, and you can restart the whole game. I think that's fine. I think that would work. So that'll drop X amount of items. And oh, that'll be so easy. God, that'll be so easy. And then this will be the signal to restart the game. This is the signal we take out to say, hey, time to restart the game. Let's reset all the doors. Let's reset the clocks. Let's reset the round counter. All that. Ooh, baby. That's good. That's good stuff. Top notch. Ooh, man, I'm so excited now. And I think I know how we're going to be able to adjust this to send more than one. So I think it would be a fair way to do things to just say, if there's 2 players, double the number of skeletons. I mean, that seems fair to me. I mean, I know technically like that's not how balancing really works, and we could change it, I guess, but like, I don't know. Seems good to me, because like when there's 2 players, you can like coordinate, and like somebody can pull aggro while the other person's killing. So there's like that's potentially not enough. Like maybe you should add more skeletons, but like whatever. I think doubling them is just fine. Just fine. So makes sense. Cool. Dude, Sunshine, are you actually paying attention to me? That's so cool. Thanks. Like sometimes like I'm just gonna talk to myself because it's gonna help me think through things, but like it's cool that you are actually listening. I just assume nobody's listening to me. All right, so let's go ahead and do it then. Let's make it work. So I think the first thing we need to do is do the class selection. I think that's probably the first step here. They're gonna need to be spaced out by 1. I'm quiet, but here. Hey, no worries. I appreciate that. They're gonna need to be spaced out by 1. So we could do like 1, 2, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like, oh, 3 is such a weird number. We go like 1, 2, 3. That's a weird way to do it too. Maybe we need to adjust the size of the room. Oh, I just don't see a good way to do it. Ugh, I don't like this. I want to keep people pretty far away from the beds, you know. Maybe we need to adjust this. So, ooh, man, it's gonna feel bad having to redo this. But yeah, let's take this up, I guess, because that'll free up this space, and then we can go like 1. What's that? 1, 2. Oops. What if we go 1, 2, 3 like that? I think that would be fine. We'll put like chests in here and stuff for people to drop their items off. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Bring this up a level. All right, let's do it. So let's go ahead, let's use the same color scheme we had over here. So we'll put like a ranger. Well, ranger's on the left, warriors in the middle, tanks on the right. And we'll just go like that. That seems fine. The red in the middle, blue on the side. I will travel so far to just pick block instead of actually find it in my inventory. All right, then we can put some. Oh man, how should we do this? I want some item frames, I guess. Can we just let's just do it. Item frames. I love clearing my inventory. I hate it when it gets all cluttered. Yeah, we'll. Trying to decide what the best way to do this is. I mean, probably button on the bottom. Just go with like a stone button. That's fine. And then we'll put our items in there. Let's go. Just grab a sword for the warrior. Shield. Shield? Shield. And a bow. So, warrior, ranger, tank. All right. And we'll just want to make it so that You press this button and it shoots your item up at you, and then it also shoots your starting currency at you. So we are going to do that with our item filter thing, our shop thing. We're going to use the same design. But we don't need to we don't need to like pay for it. It's just going to activate. So it won't really be the same as our item shop. Actually, we can go a little simpler, but we will want to do the same thing as far as shooting items out. So let's grab a dropper real quick. I'll shoot items forward to us. We'll have this one shoot out the class item, I guess. That's probably better. We probably want to do that there. Yeah. Does that work? No. It sure doesn't. Am I flying to something I made? Oh no! That's fine. What did you make? Hopefully I don't fly into it. Is it a gold farm? A huge Harley Quinn? What? Interesting. A huge Harley Quinn, huh? I kind of am excited. I hope I do run into it. That sounds cool. Are you kidding me right now? That doesn't activate that? Are you for real? Is that a joke? Huh. I thought this would be much simpler than this. If you hit her hammer. Oh, she has a hammer? What? No way. Is it which Harley Quinn is it? Is it like based off of any particular one? I know there have been many versions of her. In case I fly up there a lot. Oh, I do. I fly over there all the time. I'm always flying around. Yeah, I really don't know what to do about this. Let's see. If I want to push this button, have a sender signal there. It wouldn't matter if I use like a... Oh, I guess we could... You know what we could do is we could just... put a redstone torch. Oh, for real? Yeah. I mean, that will get the point across. It will do what I need it to do. Sweet. And then we can just grab like this really quick. Here's our ranger class item. And tank. Merv has a payment waiting for him at the overworld portal, by the way. Oh, really? Payment for what? Nice. That works perfect. Excellent. And then we also want that to trigger something down here. So we will take redstone signal. Let's use some concrete. We'll just go with some white concrete, I guess. Seems fine. Grab a little redstone dust, slap that bad boy on there. And then invert that signal right here. And we're going to turn that. Oh, these are going to move anyway, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to move. Ugh, it's all gone. Okay, we're going to invert that signal. We're going to grab a piston. Right there. Oh boy, that's what happens if we go like this? That works, does it? Okay, interesting. Ah, I see. So it's going to be like that, huh? It's that quasi connectivity. Okay, let's put it under. Let's grab an observer. Oh, you know what? Actually, what we need to do is we need this to trigger a hopper timer. That's what we really need. Yeah, that is what we really need. So let's grab our usual hopper timer stuff. We'll go with some yellow wool. Timers are always yellow for me. Just feels right. Let's see. I wonder, could... No. No. What we could do is we could put those redstone torches back. Put our hopper timer starting... there, because redstone will activate that when it does light, and we'll actually need this here anyway. Let's see. And then there's that there. Get rid of those. That. Dump some redstone on this side. We just need some comparators. Some hoppers for the hopper clock, of course. Okay. And then we need a sticky piston. Will be on the side that's going to be updated. This is just going to be a one-off timer, so we're going to do a sticky piston on one side and a regular piston on the other side. That's how you get them to run only once when the sticky piston gets updated. Otherwise, if you wanted to run continuously, use 2 sticky pistons. Perfect. And then we need a redstone block. And that will go here, there, and there. Cool. And now what we want to do is we want to say, let's go with a half a stack. So that's going to be 17. Perfect. And we need that to trigger another sticky piston here. I believe right there. Ooh. If I press this button. It does. It does. Excellent. So that does work the way I want it to. Now I need to figure out. These aren't going to work because we're running out of room. Oh no. What's wrong? Never mind. Well, no, there is something wrong. We're running out of room. So basically I want to use this to send 2 observers facing each other so that they dispense coal up to the player as like their first amount of currency to spend in the shops. But I've run out of room. Oops. Oopsie poopsie. Probably should have started with the observers and worked backwards. But, you know, here we are living in a world where I didn't. Oh, man. Am I about to tear this whole thing out? Yes. Oh, that feels so bad. I feel like this is all I do. I just build things and then I break them. And then I build things and then I break them. It's like, ugh, just nonstop all the time. Well, at least now I have all the stuff we need in our inventory. So we'll still want this here. We'll still want the redstone on there. Let's start by placing the dispensers. Dispenser. Do I want it? I kind of want to put it at this level. So that means we're going to need we could do an observer like here. Okay, is that going to be doable? I am going to really regret. Oh boy, let's just do one real quick and see if it works. Oh boy, oh, such a dummy. Well, maybe not. That might not work actually. Well, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't. Because well, compared to here, the hopper's there, and that means our redstone block is going to be moving back and forth here. So it'll lock that up if it goes there. It doesn't matter if we have a observer looking at it. If it's locked up, it's not going to do anything. Yeah. So I'm glad we checked that first. So what do we need to do then? Well, we can do this, I guess. I think this will work. Let's do one and test it out just to see. I don't love that. That's fine though. I mean, it will work. Put our sticky piston on a regular piston. Put our 13. No, it's supposed to be 17. Perfect. And now we need to figure out how we're gonna use a sticky piston to push a observer into that. Oh, I said let's work backwards, and I worked backwards a little bit and then forwards again. Let's see, this guy facing in. Seems like the obvious solution would be this. Can't really power that way, but I guess we could if we just go with the... There's like an alternate... There's a tileable version of this hopper clock you can make where it uses torches instead. And we could just go like that. I mean, that'll work. It'll do what we want it to. We can fill this up with coal. Okay, that's not how that works. Melkor says, oh, wait a second, what? Thanks a lot for getting oopsie poopsie stuck in her head. Did I say that? I don't even notice what I say anymore. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize I had said it. Oh boy. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, well, apparently the signal that comes out of this is much longer than... Oh yeah, obviously it's double that. It's double that plus one? Weird. It's probably that tick that's coming from this. Let's see. How do we fix this then? I really needed to come from this redstone block because that gives us the half signal. So how do I do that? Well, good question. I wonder if I put another one of these here, will this go at the same time? Let's find out. No. All right, well, this feels real bad. At least we only did one this time. At least we only did one this time. We're tearing it down again. All right, we're going to start this time with this. So if I have this here and I want to put another one facing directly into it, it's going to need to go right here. And we're going to want to pull it off of there with a redstone block. Okay, so we want that to extend for the length of our hopper timer, whatever that is. So now we need our hopper timer to, well, let's go like this. There's a bunch of coal up here now, isn't there? Oops. Let's put this back. All right, so now we can just, now we literally build around this, which is how I should have done this in the first place. Feels bad, man. So let's go hoppers first, I guess. Hopper? I barely know her. Okay. Then we'll grab this bad boy. It's just gonna go right there and right there. Little redstone dust, sprinkle the magic on. Grab our sticky piston right there. Regular piston right there. Oh my gosh, look, it's gonna work. Incredible. And we could literally just drag that over there. Hold the phone. I did forget to put this in here. Lol. Okay, so I press this button, I get my class item. Oh, oops. Mickey Mouse, who are you laughing at? You're laughing at me? That's fair. Okay, get my class item, and I get 33 coal. Okay. If you say so, game. Hopper? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. How's our coal stock looking? All right, I took one item out of the thing. Oh my god. Everything has just everything affects everything. Just everything. There's no. It's never just simple. It's never just simple. Oh, game. Oh, I love you, game. I love you so much. Okay, let's see. Is this the difference? Maybe this is the difference between. This one and that one. Let's find out. I've killed so many baby RGs. Now filling my trough with cooked prime. Oh boy. Yeah, kind of a bad boy. Alright. That's not the answer. I thought maybe it was. I was wrong. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's cry. Is everybody down for just quick little cry sesh? Everybody want to just do a little crying? I'm gonna cry. Okay, here I go. It's gonna be okay. So what's the difference here then? What's changed? It seems like the same thing, you know? Is it literally just because of the angle? Is it just the angle? Wait. Okay, I'll get an owl. Thanks, Sunshine. Thanks for being so supportive. I wonder if it's because it's pushing up and not pushing over. Is that really what makes the difference? Cause, ooh boy, I'm gonna lose my mind. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. So if I do this, we get 33. You know, I mean, honestly, honestly, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just deal with it. We're just gonna deal with it. Listen to me. I'm dealing with it. Oh boy, here I go, just dealing with it. No. Okay. Let's get the rest of this hooked up. Boom, 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 boom. A little sticky piston action. Ooh. A little regular piston action. Hey, I'm not done with you. A little comparator action. And finally, some sweet, sweet hopperness. Some hoppery goodness. Then we'll need... Okay. Why? Why, game? Why? All right, we've done it. So that takes care of that bit. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to do the whole dropping an item into the thing. Okay, so let's say we moved our beds up here. Let's grab our beds then. Get our pressure plates. Pressure. Oh, soup de jour. Put those under there. Throw a little redstone on them. Nice. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Soup de jour. All right, so what do we want to do here? So we want a few things to happen. When we press the button... Okay, we want to... Well, we do want to start the game. That is one of the things that needs to happen, is when one of those buttons gets pressed, the game does start. Should we worry about multiplayer as far as difficulty adjustment? My vote is no, we shouldn't. Although the game might feel kind of slow with multiplayer if we don't. And that's a real problem. But we can always tackle that later, I guess. We definitely could. So let's make our game start logic here. We're gonna want Yeah, so we're going to want an RS NOR latch. That's for sure. We definitely will want one of those. So let's go ahead and make one. So it's the word of the day. Word of the day. It's the word of the day. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really thinking hard about this. Oh, my brain. So I'm trying to think, what did I do over here for the lose condition? Well, when a player presses on steps on this, we want it to, oh, that's right. We want it to shoot out an item. Yeah. Okay, that's right. We want it to shoot out a non-stackable item. So we'll use a dropper. Perfect. You know what? I wonder if we can skip a step and just straight up. Just straight up put some redstone on this bad boy. Let's see. Redstone. It does work. Neat. That's good. That's good news. Can we just clear the inventory? Sorry. We skipped a step. Look, we are refining. We refined. So now we just want that to shoot an item into, yeah, that's right, a hopper stream. A small hopper stream that we're going to put together here. Although that should be leading this way. No! And I guess we could do the logic right here. I mean, there's no reason not to. So let's put a block under here. I don't know. This might be tough. We'll see, though. Let's grab... we don't have much room, but we're going to try and see what happens. So that, and then we'll need something going into this. It'll need to be another comparator. Looking at that. Although we should do that over here. Yep. Okay, so these should be facing into the comparators there that are reading them. So when a player steps on this, it'll be filled with some non-stackable item. We'll just call it a sword. Okay, well, now we know that that's not going to be a thing. And I'm a big dumb dummy. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, we can solve this by putting some barrels. Some barrels in between them and turning these like that. Although this one will still be a problem. Was that the best way to do that? Probably not. But you know what? It sure does work. So, that's right. I said it. I'll say it again. No. Okay. So now we're somewhere. Now we're doing something, right? Now, I mean, now things are happening. So if I come up here, I can now throw those bad boys in there. And and that. And over here, we'll do another one. And boop, and boop. He's done it. Okay, so now when a player loses, it drops an item down. And now we want to say when a player joins the game, we need to dispense an item to be sent into this hopper over here. Yes, that is what we want. Yep. So, how do we do that? Well, we need to take a signal out of here somewhere. It could be as simple as this. We really could just do that. That is certainly a possibility. We couldn't do barrels here because if we did barrels here, it would cause the button press would be too long. It would cause more than one item to come out, which is going to be a problem. So we need to make sure it's just one item. I think dispensers are the best bet for that. This, oh, you know what? Oh. Wait, yeah, that doesn't need space that way. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah. Let's just do some temporary blocks real quick. Let's break those and let's put them here. Let's go ahead and cover them up. Man, I was gonna say let's cover up, but it doesn't really matter. It sounds like is what Zach said, so I'm not gonna worry about that. And then we'll face these into those. This is the big brain. Let's what am I doing? Dispenser. Okay. So now those will shoot into there. When we press the button, it'll turn off, and then it'll turn on. It'll shoot an item in, and that will work just fine. And then we will want to create All right, dude. There we go. All right. So that will send the items down here, and that will give us the signal we're comparing against. The timing should be fine because the player is going to start the game. That will send the items down, and hopefully they don't die before the items get here in the hopper. I would imagine they won't. And hopefully they don't come step on these pressure plates. But, I mean, that's almost a blessing in disguise because if they do come step on the pressure plates early, it won't reset the game. They'll need time for the items to get through. But the items will get through so fast it won't even matter. Like, it'll be less than a second, probably. I don't know how fast hoppers are. Fast enough to party, that's for sure. All right, so that does that. Yeah, and I'm realizing now that this doesn't need to be this doesn't need to be a barrel. It could just be a hopper. Obviously. Nice. All right, yeah, that solves that problem. All right, cool. And then these will need to be full of non-stackable items as well. We'll just grab another sword. Just like that. Perfect. So now, when the player picks a class, let's clear our inventory. I want to be a warrior. Okay, and I did not set up these other things. Let's, hold on. Let's do this for real. Has this been moved now? Yeah, there is an item in here. All right, well, that part worked at least. Let's see. We're going to want to be able to refill these too, so that's going to be something we need to think about. I think that'll be pretty easy, though. Never mind. That'll be not super easy. Oh. Come through this way? No, because that's in the way. We could come up one block up this way and then come down. Yeah, that might be the way to do it. We'll see. We'll see. Let's not worry about that right now. This 17, 0. Okay, so let's give me a bunch of these. Well, that's gonna fire. And that's gonna fire. Do those have anything in them? They sure don't. Nice. All right. Good. So now what? Player dies, sends item down there. All right, so let's say I want to play. Looking complex over there, great. Oh, you think so? I don't know. It's not too crazy. Is it complex? Oh, I don't think so. It's just a hopper timer with some stuff attached to it. And now this, the hopper chain is maybe a little ridiculous, but I don't know what else to do. Like how else do I solve that problem? Can't think of a way. I don't know. God, I mean, because this will work even if they pick their classes at the same time. Like I could try and chain them together, but then there's the possibility that they press them at the same time, and then we only get one player registered as playing. And it's like, oh, you're muted, no sound. Never mind. Oh no. My end. I think you're just getting really good at tuning me out, is what it is. I think that's more. No, you're good. All right, so I want this class. I get my item, and I don't get my coal. Why don't I get my coal? Because I didn't add that. Okay. All right, I'd like to be a warrior. I get my class item. I get my starting coal. Should be like 33. Yeah. Perfect. And items got moved in there. Perfect. When I turned it up, it must have muted. Weird. Weird. I think we should be able to stock these pretty easily. Like, there's not much that's going to get in the way of running hoppers over here. There are going to be a lot of hoppers in this game, that's for sure, because we're going to need to move coal a lot. There's going to be a lot of hoppers. So we might have to deploy some of those things, you know, but we'll worry about that when we get to it, you know. Right back. Hey, no worries. Cinema that I can see. Can you help me guess this mystery? All right, and when this signal is stronger, that's going to be our reset the game signal. So let's grab a repeater. And we'll just take that signal off and do with it what we need to, whether it's reset the doors or the clock or the round counter system. Nice. Sounds good. Cool. Boy, what a thing, huh? What a thing we're making. Okay. So when we press a button, we want to start the game. The game starts. So we need an RS Norlash to do that. So where is that gonna go? Let's make that. Let's grab some concrete, and we're gonna use lime green and red, and let's make it like right here. And we're gonna put droppers facing each other. Let's reverse that. You know, I'm realizing now I didn't need to move them. Oh, sometimes being a dummy is really something. So if I want to start the game, I did not reverse them. There we go. If I want to start the game, we send a signal into this one. If we want to stop the game, we send a signal into this one. Yeah, that makes sense. So we would just send a signal over here to... You know what? We should make this red. Comparator here, comparator here. That's a repeater, obviously. Take the repeater out of it. Just like that. Cool. Now we can grab some redstone dust. Boom. And that will activate that, right? And that'll turn the game into the off position, which will send some signals to reset our doors and stuff. Cool. Now, next. What's next? Well, we need to send a signal to start the game. So we don't want a constant signal. We do just want one pulse. There's a few ways to do this I can think of. But I think the easiest and the simplest will be just to take a redstone signal from the the game starting, right? I bet. I am willing to bet if we put ooh, that's gonna be too close. Let's go like this. That will trigger when the game starts. Let's take another observer. And that's going to go up to here. And we can... I'm pretty sure an observer gives a signal strength of 15. I think that's true. Oh, so you know what? No, we don't want to take it out of this one. But what we could do... Oh man, I guess I could try and explain what I'm trying to think of here. When the observer moves, it'll send, I believe it sends a signal when it moves. So it goes, poof, it sends a signal when it goes up and when it comes back down. I was thinking I could take that signal and run it into the start. However, I was trying to see if we could use something we already have so we don't have to add more circuitry. We could do this. We could just take a signal from these, but like, man, I don't know about that. We'd have to use some... repeaters. Something we could do is we could go like this, but the problem with this is if we took this signal, it's not going to trigger until after all the coal is dispensed. But like, maybe that's not a bad thing either, you know? Maybe that's not a bad thing. So we would take some comparators. Oh, already got one. Out of those. And that'll tell us if the game is in the on or the off position. That's really it. That's there it is. That's what that does. Pretty straightforward. Now I'm trying to decide, is there a better way? This will give me a little bit more room. I think that'll be good. Ooh, dang. Let's put a repeater right there. Repeater right here. And now this way I can actually have more flexibility with where we can take that signal out. So we got like multiple sides. You know, I would probably still take this one out of the side, so like whatever. I don't think it really matters. Let's not worry about that. Let's just do the easy route and skip the repeaters. It's a bit unnecessary. I'm also kind of thinking, let's not do that. It just looks kind of messy. So that's our game start signal. This is our game reset signal. And this is where it's coming out. So the whichever comparator is powered, that's our current state of the game. So that's reset, that's on. Or that's off and on, if you will. Cool. Sounds good. Perfect. So player joins the game. Items get dropped in here. Up to 3. Player joins the game. Player dies. Item gets dropped in here. Up to 3. And when these numbers are equal or this one is greater or equal, game is over. Sends a signal. Cool. Then, while the game is active, I want these to be locked. So, how can I do that? Well, it is possible. Of this, I'm sure. I want this hopper and this hopper to be locked. No, that's a lie. What I want is I want this hopper that doesn't exist yet to be locked. Because this hopper is not going to drop anything. This hopper is not going to drop anything. A hopper below it's going to need to pull it out. And I don't want it to pull it out until the game is over. So... we can wish that we weren't running out of room so badly. We can do that. And here's how we're going to. Oh no. Oh, everything's so close. So if this gets powered now, dang it. I thought for sure I made a pulse extender. I admittedly don't really understand how these pulse extenders work, which explains why I can't make one. The comparator one's like the only one I understand. So I'm kind of thinking ahead right here, which is kind of not very helpful for you guys. But what I'm thinking ahead on is that this signal is only going to turn on when these comparators match, when the number of items in here is the same as the number of items in here. And that logic is only going to be true for just a moment, because what I want to happen is when that's true, I want these hoppers under here to unlock and pull those items out to be recycled back up again into the system, which can't really happen because what'll happen is a player dies, the item comes down here, these become equal, and that powers this comparator, which will turn on this signal, which will send a signal to unlock these hoppers. As soon as these hoppers unlock and those items get drained out, this will turn off. And it may not drain all of the items that we need. However, actually, it should. It should, but it might not. That's the thing, is like if something weird happens, like if two players are playing, like if something breaks, if there's like one player playing, but it thinks there's two, or if there's two players playing and it thinks there's one, then these items might become mixed up, right? So actually what I really want to happen is when the game is in the off state, when this is sending a signal, I need those to be unlocked. So when the game is on, I need them to be locked. Okay, so when the game's on, we need them to be locked. Well, that's doable. However, now we run into a problem. So if we use this as our signal to turn the game on, this doesn't actually send a signal until the hopper comes down. Because when the hopper goes up, it's not going to send a signal. It'll only be until it comes down that it does. And while it's up dispensing the coal to the player, this will have already dropped and been sent along the way, which means that these hoppers will be unlocked before this turns on and locks them. The items will get there and drain out before this can lock them. So the timing's not quite right. So what's the solution? The solution is probably finding a better answer to starting the game than this. And that could be in the form of this signal right here, because I'm pretty sure this turns on right away. But how do we take that signal and send it straight up quickly? Well, we could do that thing I was messing around with earlier. If we remove that, put that, put that there, put that there, that gives us still a functioning hopper clock, but now we have some torches that we can play with and use. All right, so now we have this signal. Well, let's we need to send the signal into here. So how can we do that? We could put another torch on here, and that will turn on. But it's not a great solution. I'm not in love with this. We could... I mean, we can move this. I don't know why we don't just move it. Oh man, that's funny. Oh, I'm such a dummy. Let's get rid of this and move it. Oh boy. Hey, you know what would be a good idea, Gr8? What if you just fight? Just fight to get all these things to work. Oh God. If this signal is the only signal that's going to turn the game into its off state, why was I even bothering? So We're going to put that there. We're going to put that there. We're going to put our dispensers down. Oh, boy. Perfect. So, well, that's not perfect, is it? I think we could get away with extending it out a little bit. I think that would be fine. Let's change these back to regular hopper timers. There's some redstone around here. Perfect. All right, yeah, let's move this back a little bit. I want some room to breathe, you know. Let's go with right here. I think that's good. So, boom. There's our game start. Can I get that green concrete again? Oh, except, excuse me. It should be like this. There we go, because the signal goes into this, puts it into the off state. Yeah. Yep. Even further than that, we could go. We could go like this. I think that's actually going to be pretty good because now we'll have comparator here. Put our little redstone bit in there. I use redstone as my item for everything. I think that's going to be a real problem for me someday because I know for sure I'm going to accidentally break some redstone. It's going to drop down into some hoppers and it's going to cause issues. I really should use something that I never use, but here I am being a dummy. It just feels right using redstone, you know? It's like the power item. It just feels like the right thing to use. Speaking of which, I do need some. All right, so that will power that, and we should be good. So now we can take this signal. So whenever the game is off, we want to drain those items or those hoppers. So we can put a redstone torch here if we wanted to. We might have to adjust some of this stuff, but this will work for now. And this can turn into redstone signal down here. So when the game is off, we want those unlocked, right? Is that? Does that work? Give me a barrel. No, that doesn't. Yeah, it's gonna have to actually be directly touching it. We could run it up a level. This will work for sure. So I know the guy who played the janitor in an old Disney show, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, is in a Progressive commercial on TV. Yeah, I remember that guy, Mr. Oh, what was his name? Mr. I can't remember. I don't have it. Mr. Mosby, that's what it is. Oh, no. Yeah. He's not the janitor. Excuse me. Who's the janitor? I don't remember the janitor. I was thinking Mr. Mosby the whole time. Hold on, I look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still here just listening. Hey, Melkor, no worries, man. I appreciate you listening. Listening to my insane ramblings. Oh boy. Okay, we can put this into a block. And then man, I don't know. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? We don't need to send this over here. Ridiculous. I do think that will lock that hopper though. We don't want this one locked. So let's move this down to here. Cool. Now let's grab that barrel again. Arwen, I had no idea. Oh, oops. We need to power it first. Yep, that does it. Okay, and this one as well. Sure enough. Okay, that locks those exactly how we want them to. We can break that, put that there. All right. So now when the game goes into the off position, it will just freely unlock those. But as soon as the game gets started, they will be locked. So we need the game to start quickly. Well, how do we get the game to start quickly? That's a good question. And I am once again realizing that this is not the best orientation for this this hopper. Oh boy. It's really just really struggling, huh? Curious. What stats would you have wanted for an RG? I'm shooting 2k stamina and 3000 weight. Yeah, dude, I think 2k stamina is usually pretty good. Like, I don't know, it just feels so bad having to stop. So I usually go like, man, I don't know. It kind of depends. Like, you know, I have my load bearing dynos. So like, I don't know. I would have one RG that specifically is just like, you're going to carry a lot of stuff. And even if the stamina is not great, you can just have them follow you, right? It's because they don't use stamina when they're in follow. But then if it's like just your main, is it just, if it's just like your main RG, man, I don't know. Like, are you gonna do any fighting with it? Because like, you know, you might want to like consider putting some health into it. But like, man, I don't know. Yeah, I usually just use RGs as like my, just like my bus that I drive around. That's just hold all my stuff. I'm not gonna use it to fight anything. I mean, it can if it needs to, but like, ugh, it's just there to get me around. Yeah. Okay. So, oh man, how do we do this? Let's grab this, break these, break this, break all this. Okay. Can we get away with this? This is gonna be too close, isn't it? I have to assume, but let's find out together. So that would make this our off switch and this our on switch. That is, it's definitely too close because we need to take a signal out of this somewhere, and we just don't even have room to do that. So let's kind of work our way down here. Okay. Need to send a signal into that. Take a signal out of it. This is not going to be particularly easy. But if we do take the turn here. Oops. If we take that turn there, I can send a signal into the back of it to power it. And then we can take the signal out of it here. And this one, we can take the signal out here. It's kind of back where we started, isn't it? Not quite exactly, but pretty close. It might be exactly where we just were. I think it I think it is. Oh no. And that bad boy, and then a little redstone dust. Sprinkle the magic on it. That red dust. All right. So if I want to send a signal into this bad boy, how are we going to do it? Let's figure that out already. It's taking too long. Well, we could come down here. I mean, this is an available level to us. Coming out of that, though, is not going to be great. I mean, we could use an observer to take a quick pulse from that, but it's going to give us a double pulse, which I don't want. Like, I don't want a double pulse. I mean, I will if I have to. Oh boy. What's the right answer? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. What happens if we do this thing now? If we do this, we have a constant signal right here. This would be an active signal. We could we could go with something like this. How would this do? What about this? That's not going to... No. I mean, we could just go like this. This is certainly a possibility. And this will do what we want it to, right? I mean, it's going to power that, and it's going to turn that on. Sends an item over there. It's not the most sleek design in the world, but I mean, it does what it needs to. You know, we could move it with this back one. That would give us a cleaner look. You know, like at this angle. I think this is the answer. Cool. Yep, that will work. It looks a little bit better. Gives us a little bit more headroom in case we need to take some stuff out of this, which I'm pretty sure we do, but I can't think of what it is right now. But we will want to run some hopper lines through there. So yeah, that's fine. Things are going to get real messy around here, that's for sure. But it's important for us to figure this all out because I'm going to have to make this in survival. And it's not going to be nearly as clean, but we'll make it work. All right, so that means we have... Oh, man, we've got... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, we're going to have to... Okay. My brain. Oh, my brain. Okay, this is gonna have to go here. It's not that won't work. Though what I just did won't work because we were sending the on signal to reset it. Okay, so now this turns it off. This will turn it on. But now where do I get the signal that turns it on? Oh. There. And then this. Oh boy. Okay. I didn't expect this to be quite as difficult as it is turning out to be. Okay, what if we back up a little bit? What if we back up to this point? And by a little bit, clearly, I did not mean a little bit. I meant, what if we just back up all the way and start from square one, totally fresh? Fresh, so clean, so fresh, so clean. Okay, so this, I already know this we need. This we need. And we need to send a signal to it, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Okay, fully understood. Got it. That we're going to have to do a thing with too. So if this would be on, this would be off. And then this is where you take the signals. That's not good. I don't like that. I want the signal to come here and here. That's not particularly good either. So what if we did this? Right? And now this becomes our on. Send a repeater out of that. That's not going to interfere with this hopper at all. I don't think any of this is going to power this either. Redstone torch that bad boy. We've done it. So what happens if I put an item in here? Hold up. Wait a second. When the game's off. No, when the game's on, I want them blocked, right? Bit of a headache. Oh, dude, sunshine. Yeah, go do whatever you gotta do. No worries. You don't have to hang around here if you're not feeling well, you know? Oh, I'm really confusing myself now. I did screw up, so these are backwards. This needs to be like this. Like that, and then this would be the green one. So that's not super great either, because yeah, this is where the problem's happening, is that I need to take this signal back here from the game being you know what? I can do that. I can invert the signals. It doesn't matter. I actually need to be RB2. I need to go to the bathroom one more time. Sorry. I'm back. My legs hurt so bad. We had a leg day at the gym like 2 days ago. We talk about this all the time. There's a 1 day leg day delay. It's not the day after leg day, but the day after that. That your legs hurt so bad. There's a 1 day leg day delay. It kills me. All right. So the problem here is that I have to, when I send the signal into this from the reset, that turns that first one into the active. I just got a message saying the bitrate is 0. That's not true. Yeah, it's just like the problem is that like we're resetting it, and then now this one on the far left becomes the active one, and like we want to send the signal over. I think the answer is that we really just need to come over further, and I think that's going to solve all our problems. Yeah, let's put them like all the way over here, and I think that's really going to make this much easier. We can try and close things in a little bit more later, but I just don't even care anymore at this point. So, yeah, the nice thing about this is we can just send that into there. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put 2 comparators. Here's my challenge to myself right now. Comparator, 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 comparator. let's activate these without taking up any of these comparator slots. So how can I get a signal from over here to over here? Here's what we're going to do. Boom, boom, boom. Repeater, repeater, repeater. A little redstone magic. Bring this down. Now you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. This is the way. He's never even watched that show. Yeah, I'm an imposter. Okay, yeah, there we go. And now we can just like do some working backwards, as I like to call it. Boom. Hey, we did it. Look at that. We really did it. Incredible. What are the chances we could have done it? Top notch. All right, so now we drop that in there. Let's take a stack of that real quick. All right, so now let's talk about this one more time. So when the game is off, I want these to drain. So when the game is on, they need to be locked. That's so simple. Signal comes from this. So what we're going to do is we're going to, this should be green. This whole time this should have been indicating the game is on. Game's on. Hoppers are locked. Simple. We'll just take a repeater out of this. Just like that. Look at it. Look at that. We did it. Wonderful. So this should be functioning now. So the game is currently off. If I press, okay, let's clear our inventory. I want to play Ranger. I got my Ranger class item. I got my 33 coal to do stuff with. The game should be on now. Sure enough, it is. Oh no, I did die. Ugh. Oh, what? It was obstructed. Hold up. What are you talking about, obstructed? Oh, I died, and I landed on this thing. And so now the game is off. Oh my god, we did it. Oh my god. One item, one item. Look at that. Holy cow. Top notch. Did I select that middle bed? What does that mean? Did I do that? Oh, and you know what now? Now that the game's off, those hoppers will drain. Cool. And we'll just want them to drain. We want to recycle these, right? We don't want to Never mind. We don't, we don't want to just like throw them out and have to keep restocking them. So we need to create like a recycling system. So let's work backwards on this then. So if these are the hoppers I need to fill, we can send them in here. Oh, now that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem because that block is powered. So that hopper is going to, the hopper is going to lock if I put a hopper next to it right there. We can't really, oh, can we? Oh, you know what? We might be able to go this direction. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not seeing any issues with powering yet. Looks good, yeah. Okay. And we'll want to fill these. Hey. We'll want to fill these. So it really should all go in like one flowing motion. So let's have it move this way. That seems fine. Is there room to put a high dropper tower here? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's cut in here. Dude, we can just we can cut it even closer. Although those are going to get locked by that, and that's a problem. Potentially a problem. So let's just go like that. Okay, cool. So now I should have room to make a dropper tower, hopper tower, dropper tower. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Dropper tower. So these are going to come out of here. And they'll need to come into Can I get a dropper, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not the tallest dropper tower in the world. This seems pretty not too crazy. Let's go ahead and make the logic for it. I'm not sure how to do this, but I'm semi-confident I can figure it out. There's a redstone torch, a little bit of redstone magic. So if I put an item in here, it does nothing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. There goes that. That should take a second, but that's the problem right there. That is, hold on, let me see if I can find one really quick. Hopper, Autumn. I think Mumbo showed it in his most recent video. Let me see if I can just find it in that really quick. Mumbo Jumbo. Moombo Jumbo. Oh my gosh, it was the last thing I was looking at. Okay. So it is into a block. Into a repeater. What? Okay. A little bit of redstone magic dust. And then that. I have no idea what this guy's doing, but okay. I'll just take your word on it, my dude. Okay. Okay, our item is... Oh no! Our item has disappeared somewhere. There it is. Alright, so let's find out. If we drop this in here... How do I get that last signal to go through? Still up there. Do I need to put a redstone torch up there? Nope, that's not the answer. Can you not make it any taller than that? Man, I don't know. Also, does this one need to be there? Does that one even need to be there? What happens if I take that out? It does need to be there. Okay. So this one is powered here. I bet this would do it. And I'm wrong. Wronga. Man, I don't know. I don't know how to power this bad boy. Do you just need... What happens if I do that, right? But then I also just do another one. We get 2 up there. Huh. I don't know the answer. I mean, what if we do that there, but then we also do 1, 2. Yeah, that, I mean, that forces the second one through at least. See, the problem is that this one redstone torch is powering both of these at the same time. So if I could delay it somehow, we would be able to fix it, but I don't know how I would do that. Let's see. There's this here. I could take another redstone torch out of this. And then do that. I mean, that might do it. We can find out together, I guess. Nope. Be like that. That's gonna lock that hopper though, which is unfortunate. I guess we could turn it. No reason not to. Well, I think that'll do it, right? No, really. What if I put that block there? No. Ugh, we're so close. I wonder what this has to do with anything. One item in. Does make it to the top. Yeah, I think if we just put that block there, that'll solve our problems for the most part. Because if I put one item in, it makes it to the top and it stops. If I put a second item in, it makes it to the top, pushes the other item out, but it stops again. So I think that's going to work fine just because we don't need to access the items. They're really just serving as like a sort of a tool for us. It doesn't matter if an item is stuck in here. Yeah, it's totally fine. Okay, yeah, sleep time. Good luck. Hey, thanks, Stinky Ma. Have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging out. All right, cool. Well, we got the starting lobby pretty much put together. We have the game starting and ending, and I don't know if this is fully functioning yet, but we could test it out and see. Well, I want to be a warrior. A warrior class item. My 33 starting coal. I go into the place. Buy my stuff. Broom handle, kebabber, loud trousers, a toupee, Pay 5. Got my helmet. 15. Nice. And 11. Excellent. Head out to the arena, do a little fighting. Ooh, I could use some food. Maybe buy some food over here. Go ahead and fight. And oh no, I died. Game is over. Items did get sent back up. I know they did for sure. Let's go ahead and I forgot to put one in there, so let's just add one and say that was already in there. And let's just take a look here. All right, this one did not fill back up. We're comparing this one and this one. Those are empty. Those are empty. What about these? Missing one. Okay. Oh no, where are they? Oh, it just gets kind of filled in. I see. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go like this. And just kind of back the system up with wooden swords. Just needs a little priming, that's all. It's taking a very long time. I'm going to save myself some trouble here, and I'm just going to... Much better. Much easier. Oh, they're getting backed up. Oh, holy cow. Oh, they're done. Okay, well, we did it. Nice. So now, if we do this again, I want to be a tank. Game, start. Tank class. The game is on. Our game on comparator is going. Everything looks good. We got our coal, we got our item. We can jump down, we can do our purchasing. We did say one player is playing. We have one item in there, sure enough. And if I /kill Gr8, we should be able to see. The game is no longer on. Our sword is back. Swords are full. Forgot to get rid of that extra hopper, my bad. Excellent. Top notch. Everything looks like it's working Gucci. Perfect. No problems. All right. Well, that's one step in the right direction. So we can start the game and we can end the game. Now we just need to tell the game what to do when it starts and when it stops. I.e. start spawning wither skeletons or start sending wither skeletons. At what rate? And then resetting doors when the game is over and stopping the sending of wither skeletons. Which doesn't sound too hard, but it'll probably end up being pretty difficult. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's probably going to be a stream. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you. It was fun. It was real. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'm going to go pass out. Bye. Oh, yeah. Thanks for watching, by the way. I'm Melkor and everybody. You guys are the best. See you later.